around 2, an aircraft came and then fired some warning shot around Fieri. No one was harmed. When some people left the area and some remain. But this morning the situation is calm.
Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So this afternoon, there was some air bombardment by the Sspdf in the county of Uror County and Uror County in Jonglei State. And for the Uror County, it was said that the people that were fighting was between the SPLM-IO and the SPLM-IO Kitgwang factions. You remember the one that went with, there's a guy called Gadwich something. He declared himself as, he left Machar, saying that Machar went to Juba and forgot about them. So he had a group of people that left with him.
Yeah, I don't know why his name is disappearing.
Gadwich Dwal, I think that's the name. So those people fought over the control of a tank. You know tank, right? Dababa.
Yeah.
So these other people are saying belong to us, and these other people saying belong to us, and then they exchange gunfire. And based on what I read, I saw that one person actually dead, and then other people were injured. 2 people, 1-on-1. But again, this kind of fighting, like why do the same IO? Why would you people fight?
They're the same IO, but the one individual defected, so they are no longer same IO.
So here is James Gatkor Galwag, the County Commissioner of Uror, speaking to Radio Tamazush.
Around 2, an aircraft came and then fired some warning shot around Fieri. No one was harmed. When some people left the area and some remain. But this morning the situation is calm. We are talking to the governor to give us time to de-escalate the situation. So what I can say is that this morning the situation in theory is calm. Number 2, as I said yesterday, for the person who was killed in the early Monday attack in Fieri, the relative of that guy went and killed one of the IO officers in Motot. And then as a result, there was good fighting between the relatives of the deceased, particularly a section called Shenyal, who are residents of Motot. And then the SPLA under Honorable Uyet, the acting chairman of SPLA IO Ministry. And that situation now is being brought under control. The situation this morning, I just talked to the PA, the Payam administrator. The situation this morning is calm. Now what we are doing is that we are going to address both the issue on Fieri and the issue of Motot amicably with these 2 factions. Because women more Kitgwang now women more Udelia unen dichapa kuparao. But then Matonin woman Matonin would have to now they look at Chakala to cover it to Chakal in Nakmati Chakal in the Matonin. Woman Machi Motot. Machi Motot. After Matonin Mubarak to I chapa madep lakini lipo mapo adapo anasimito kalamita tayari na dorob da I think tayari machi na dorobu lakini ma dorob pe matani I wo jada da nat pe mahal wadis
Muderu adi metaumen jamatar di hari tip di kiri. I men yau dana majuaga primal mentat ko ina.
Yeah, so the person that just spoke in Arabic is Galwak Reed, is an MP for the state government, which is Jonglei state government, local
Within
MP.
the Uror?
Yeah, from Uror County.
Okay.
But the person that spoke in English was James Garkor Galwak, the county commissioner for Uror.
Okay.
So as you can see, some people said the air bombardment came as a way of separating the two factions that were fighting. But people always say, I saw some comment of people saying, why would government intervene in their fight? It's none of them. If they are fighting, let them fight. That's what people were saying.
That's not how you address the conflict, because at the end of the day, these individuals might end up harming the civilians. Based on the last person that spoke in Arabic, he said that the air bombardment did not land on civilians, but it was targeted at the warring parties. Yeah, and actually the leader for Kitgwang faction or Kitgwang declaration is called Simon Gatwech Dual.
Oh yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, so I feel like regardless of who is fighting, the government should always be there to make sure there's stability. Because this fight will not just end with those two factions. Yeah, it can spiral into the entire community or other innocent civilians getting caught up in the crossfire.
Yeah. And then again, we can't just always leave every fight and say it's not for the government, it's between these other people. This is why in the past, communities have been fighting each other, and then the government will sit on the sideline and say, those are communities fighting. So you try to separate them, because based on where these people are fighting, this is an area that inhabited by SPLM-IO, all of them. So there are no chances of government soldiers being on ground. So what can the government do to intervene? Come from up. And when you shoot, there's no side that you have selected. You have not said for this other section of Omachar under Oyet, or this other section under Gatwech Dual. You're just putting those ones there so that everyone will say, okay, now there's a third party, let us go our way. And then they go do their own thing.
Yeah.
And then again, like in the first conversation that was made by James Gatkor Galwak, he said that on the first day of fighting, someone was killed. And then the relative of that person that was killed went to Motot and killed somebody as a revenge. And this is when the fight renewed and people start fighting again. The relative of the person that has been killed on the other side too. And this is why there's too much lawlessness in this country. And this kind of revenge killing, they're really bad. Because it's just going to continue. The other people will say, oh, you killed somebody. And it's not like they go and kill the person that killed the other person. They go kill anybody that they will get.
And they'll look for someone whose death will be really painful. Let's say someone who's doing very okay, or like an only son, an only child in the family.
But is it not bad the way society try to treat people? That there are some important people in society, and then some other people that if you kill this person, people will not cry for them. They are all human.
Yeah, and that's why like I'm for this idea of the government intervening, right? Because if you don't intervene, this cycle will continue. The relatives will go and kill somebody else who's not even related to the person that killed the person. And they'll leave the culprit. And then these people will go and do the same thing, which is why it's very important for people to live peacefully. Yeah. And then talking of who's more important, I don't really think there's anybody that is more important. It's just that how people take things. Let's say if this person is a leader within this community, then it will not be just the family that has lost. It's going to be the entire community which has lost an important person or someone who was bringing them all together. And then also for the idea that if it's an only child, No, that's going to be very painful compared to if you had other children. Because let's say you call them your child, but they are already adults. So that means you're already past menopause. You cannot have other kids. And you can never really replace a human being. Yeah. But when you had that your child, you still knew, okay, in our community, people take their children as their retirement benefit. That when they grow old, this child will take care of you. But if someone comes and kills your child and your child is not even aware of what's happening or they are not directly involved in this fight, then it's going to be very painful to you as parents, relatives, and also the community at large. And that's why you find this revenge killing happening. People who revenge others don't really go for anybody. They go for someone that's going to pain you a lot.
Yeah, this thing is really crazy, man. And sometimes I think at how things happen in South Sudan. Even the time that South Sudan was fighting with the North, it was a good thing, collective effort to free us so that we can have our own country. But now we are fighting.
Yeah.
But then again, even Sudan is not also peaceful. So that means there were also nuances also. If there were that good people that only Southerners were the bad people, then they would not be fighting now.
Yeah.
They should just enjoy themselves now that the Southerners have left. But instead, like Southerners were the uniting factor to fight. Now that factor has left, they have to create for something. And this is the same thing that is happening right now in South Sudan. We were united because we were fighting the North. But after we came now, our own issues started cropping up, right? And we're trying to fight all this. And it go down even to the community level, like where you see sub-clan fighting each other.
Yeah, even within the same tribe, a small tribe,
they will,
or different communities.
I don't know what it will take for people.
It's
sometimes I look at it.
Human beings, like people will never be very peaceful. Even at family level, most families are not as family as you
as we want them to be.
Look like, from the same mother, same father. People have issues everywhere. So this is the nature of human beings.
It's just that the family members don't take it to the next level. But there are some families where people take it to the next level of killing one another. So, but okay, now that conflict is not something that cannot go away completely, how do we learn to live with conflict or ways of conflict resolution?
People need to have things like mediation, right? And if you feel like some of these issues are affecting you mentally or in one way or the other, just cut someone off. Anybody that you feel like is affecting you in a negative way, or if they are constantly disturbing you and all that, stick to your lane. Yeah. That's how personally I do it.
Yeah, that will be the best way, because
there's no point of constantly fighting, constantly arguing, or being constantly unhappy because so and so has done this and that.
So that's how to deal with the conflict, because conflict do not just crop out of nothing. Sometimes they just crop out of conversation that you have with people every day, and then your goal not aligning, and you people not knowing how to resolve it and move on and do your own things. Because now sometimes I look back and say there were days when the SPLA rebels used to fight, and there were some South Sudanese living in Khartoum peacefully. They wake up every day, they even go to school, they're having medication. And some of us that were trapped on this side, were always thinking that these people are bad. That life is so hard, but other people are enjoying on the other end. And these are the people that
these individuals who are finding it very hard to come to South. When South eventually separated from the North, they kind of felt like they were more Arabs than Southerners.
It's crazy, this one. And people were going to school. I don't know the kind of challenges that they were experiencing there, but there must be some challenges where you might not get some job because you are viewed as a rebel. Your skin color, your religion, and that's why some of them even
change to
the
Islam.
religion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really think there's a religion that is way better than the other
Yeah, all
religion.
religions are
But because you want to survive, you have to change your religion. You go to the other side so that you can be accepted. But again,
you end up not getting accepted.
you're
Like
not fully
people
accepted.
will not fully accept you as long as you don't belong to that, or they think you don't belong. They'll never accept you fully.
Yeah.
You just have to learn how to live with yourself. Do your part and stay on your lane.
Yeah. It's crazy. I hope. Because sometimes we feel like the learned people in our society should spearhead this kind of conversation with our people in conflict resolution, but you'll find even a PhD.
They're the ones fueling the...
Yes. I don't know.
It's nature of mankind.
Yeah. Sometimes you even feel like, but you people are learned, you should not be doing this kind of things. And then, no. The asira in people.
School went through them. They did not go through school.
They don't want
just
to
went
learn
through
things. And
school.
then, it's crazy because we can't just be dying in, year out. At least there should be. And sometimes I feel like if people are fighting in where you are, why are you not leaving? Go somewhere else.
It depends, right? Like it requires a lot of logistics. Assuming you are just a farmer or a cattle keeper. You cannot just uproot your crops and go, or you cannot just start moving with your cattle. Yeah. Also, there's this thing of people getting used and comfortable to where they are staying. That's why you find there are people who have stayed in both town or in those villages, let's say within Jonglei state, all through the fight and up to date, they are still there because that's their roots. So sometimes it's not that easy for someone to just move on with life and go to a new place because you're going to find some challenges before you get to adapt to that new environment. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's just fight all over South Sudan. Conflict, people dying, people doing this.
It's the work of government, right? Like as much as we say people need to learn how to cope with some of these things, the government also need to constantly intervene and make sure there's minimal conflict because they can never really eliminate them. But if they occur, they need to respond as soon as possible so that you don't end up having civil wars or like intercommunal conflicts in almost every county. Yeah, because it's going to be a lot of logistics if you have to respond to like 10 different conflicts in different states. But if there's only one happening or 3 at a time, then you can kind of distribute your people. Yeah, to go and quell the situation. But if the government is silent, I think like some time back around COVID-19 or when, there was a statement that President said which didn't really sit well with a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it was with regards to some conflicts within, I think, Jonglei state. And then he said, let those people fight. Whoever is going to be defeated is the one his government will kind of rescue, something like that. Or like if one part is defeated, then the conflict will automatically stop. That's not how you address some of these things as a leader.
Yeah.
You have to issue a stern warning that if you don't cease, you're going to deal with the aggressors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we've tackled that way back, like when we were referring to how Museveni was dealing with some of these things.
Yeah.
Like the cattle wrestling and stuff. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do as a government to ensure that you stop these issues.
Yes. All right, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please let us know how we can be resolving our conflict in our society, because killing each other every day does not make people heroes. We need to stop this, and the government need to intervene in an appropriate way. If people need to have a dialogue so that we can start having other ways of living our life rather than thinking of political way where we have to fight each other, then we have to talk about that.
Yeah.
At least we don't want to do this into 2030, into 2050. And we are all speaking tribe, we are all speaking sub-clan. Man, we can't continue with this. It needs to come to an end.
Yeah, the country can't develop when you are not united. When there's conflict all over. Are you going to start building an apartment, or will you be running to escape into a more secure place? Yeah, but if you have some sort of relative peace, then you are able to do your things and you can thrive.
And focus on your life.
Yep.
No, these issues of South Sudan, I will never, if South Sudan was going to a full war again, I'll not fight for any side. Just take my family to the neighboring countries. We go look for the citizenship there. No, because we can't do this from 1960s. There's nothing that people actually
from
doing.
1950s.
Yes, we can't do the same thing for over 70 years. Yes.
It's retrogressive.
Yeah.
It doesn't help. War doesn't help anybody. And I always say there are no winners and losers in war. You are all losers.
Yes.
Because the kind of damage that you'll cause on each other will be kind of equal in some measures.
Yes.
And also you are all going to lose people. You lose properties. And you lose your time too.
Yes.
Because your main focus would be to end that war. Or to constantly return the strikes from your enemies instead of focusing on what to do. If you were working, then you'll miss work.
Yeah.
And that's not productive.
All right. Yeah. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment. And we'll see you in the next video.
Yep. And let's go to 4,000 subscribers by the end of this month.
Yes.
19 days to go.